Hello. We are getting ready to rot for the evening. Truthfully, I've been rotting for quite a while because I have a headache, but I need to take my makeup off and like get in a true rotting zone. So hi vlog. We're gonna do a little exfoliation with my Dr. Dennis Gross Universal Daily Peel, the Alpha Beta Peel Pads. So the annoying thing about this headache is like for a couple minutes it'll kind of like ebb and feel like it's going away, and then it'll just come rushing back in. So I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling kind of good right now, but I feel like it's not over and it's just annoying. So while that dries, what is on the agenda for rotting? First, I have a couple non-rotting things to do. I need to make my brackets for the 2 Bachelorette games that I'm playing. I have like a group that I've done the last couple seasons of Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Golden Bachelor with, and then my roommate and her boyfriend and her sister started a group, so she asked me to join it. So I'm just playing the same bracket in both. I'm not really in the mood to watch Bachelorette tonight. I don't know why. It is probably my headache. I probably won't watch it until tomorrow or Wednesday, but I have to fill out, in the bigger game I play, I have to fill out 3 now, 3 games. So I need to get that done before 8 o'clock. And then I will probably do that with my little headache hoodie thingy on. And then I'm gonna try and like cover my eyes and listen to an audiobook for like 30 minutes and see if the next round of medication I'm gonna take will get this headache gone so that I can enjoy my evening. Other things on the agenda are making dinner and reading. I'm definitely in the mood to read tonight, but if the headache has been sort of at the front, so if that's the case, it'll be audiobooks and no physical reading, which is fine. But I was looking forward to like curling up on my couch with a physical book. I want this to dry down before I put my moisturizer on. So I'm gonna go do my brackets, then do moisturizer, and then we'll assess where we're at physically. Headache is coming back slowly but surely, so I am going to put this moisturizer on. I'm gonna take a new round of medication. I just finished my brackets. I didn't film doing it because I was doing it on my phone. And then I'm gonna get my little headache thingy. I feel like I should eat something, but I don't have anything easy to eat. I could, you know what? I have to defrost a turkey meatball. So the time it takes for that to defrost, I can be locked in. Okay, we're keeping it dark in here in the hopes that it doesn't do anything for me. This is my little headache hood. It's the Thera Ice RX. So I'm gonna pull this over my eyes for about 30 minutes. I only have like an hour and a half left in this audiobook, so I would like to finish it. Okay, bye. Hello, it's Tuesday, it's door day. We're putting the last door on this bookcase right now before I do anything else today. I'm just scared for, oh no. You see that, and then this little, you know what? It's gonna be closest to the window and the curtain's gonna hide it. It's gonna be fine. That's just it's just annoying, especially because this is the second one and it took so much longer to come than the first one. It's fine. The curtain will cover it. I will never see it. Done. Oh my god. Maybe when the oh my god, my hair. Maybe when the air conditioner comes out and it's not 10 million degrees outside and I'm not getting so overstimulated by doing this, I might try and even out those doors, but for now, it's fine. We're gonna put those on and be done. And now I don't have to do a ton of like finagling my angles to film videos, which is great. I'm so happy that that's done. That's like a huge thing off my to-do list. Next thing on the to-do list, I have 2 events I'm going to this week. Tonight is a Barnes & Noble, I paid to go to this event for the new Julie Soto book. She's in conversation with Ali Hazelwood, and I'm seeing a bunch of friends. We're getting drinks after, so we gotta pick out that outfit. And then I have an event on Thursday that's like an influencer event. So I wanted to wear one outfit today, but I ordered new nipple covers for all the white shirts that I want to wear. And I've been meaning to buy these ones. They're the cake ones. So we'll be trying those out, but they're not here yet. I'm hoping they're going to be here by Thursday because they're coming from New Jersey. So I don't think it should really take them 10 million years to get here, but who knows? So the outfit that I thought I was going to want to wear today, I think actually might work better for the event on Thursday. So let's pull them both out and have a look. Actually, I forgot there's a third outfit in the mix. I think I'm gonna wear this dress tonight. I don't pull it out all that often, so this could be really cute. Pull out two different shoes. I can wear these sandals with that dress. I think that'll be really cute. And I'm just gonna bring a tote bag because I know I'm getting books and I just want to keep it easy. I have a Barnes & Noble one, which actually I do like and I don't pull out all that often. I do have my Bloomsbury tote, which is always very comfortable to bring around. This is not getting published through Bloomsbury though, so I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know where my favorite one is though. It's the All My Rage tote. It's just so perfect. It's like perfectly soft and the candle is the perfect length. If I find it lying around, I might take that one because I love it so much. Today, thinking I'll re-wear this outfit that I wore last week. I could either wear the square neck bodysuit with it lit. I could either wear this square neck bodysuit like I did last week, or I have this more high neck one. I have a feeling it's gonna be hot all week, so I'll wanna wear this one. Kind of keep these together. Have the little matching set. Skirt tucked up under here that I bought 2 weeks ago, but I am feeling like this knit just is not going to be breathable enough for me. Like this is going to be a late summer, early fall outfit, but if it cools down by Thursday, I might consider this for Thursday. No, it's going to be like 95 degrees when I leave later. No, I'm not wearing this today. So these can all stay together. I actually didn't end up bringing any clothes home for my parents, which thank God, because my closet is bursting. I wouldn't have had any room for any more skirts or dresses. Outfit is picked. I need to do my hair. I'm gonna blow it out so that it is just like done for the week, but I'm also getting really hungry. So I'm gonna pop some chicken in the oven, which turning the oven on sounds like a terrible idea, but that's how it needs to be defrosted. And then we'll get working on my hair. I'm hot and overwhelmed. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe how much I've blown out my hair in the last few weeks. I'm back home. I have my T3 styler. I know on a previous vlog I showed you this head for it. This is the round brush. So I'm gonna use this for the bottom half of my hair and I'm gonna save this one for my bangs just because I like how this one does my bangs more. Because this is such an overstimulating process, I'm gonna throw on, I have my headphones in, I'm gonna throw on an audiobook. I'm listening to, hopefully as I just started it this morning and I'm obsessed. It's Say You'll Be Mine. This is so much fun. I will explain it when I'm done because it's too hot in this bathroom and I gotta hurry up. I probably won't film all of this because number one, I'm already overstimulated and I'm about to do the most overstimulating activity. And number two, there's something up with this Octobuddy that I use. I stick you guys to my bathroom mirror and I don't know if my phone's too heavy for it. I don't know if it's the case that I have on or the angle with which I put you guys on, but it always like de-adheres from the phone slash from the surface. So that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So you guys will be in and out.
Of course, they wanted a lot of things for her as her fiance, introducing him to Seth.
Okay, I will say this is a lot easier to use than the Revlon one I was using at my parents' because the heat it puts out is concentrated to this part. It's not like the massive head. So I definitely didn't feel as hot or as overwhelmed. That being said, the underside of my hair just is sweaty. Like it's so hot. It's unavoidable. So we'll see what this all looks like. I just put it in a braid for now. I'm hoping that that will kind of give it a little bit of body and then I don't have to go in with a straightener right before I leave to try and add a couple bits of texture to it. Is doing my makeup in a white t-shirt a risk? Yes. We're going light, glowy. I did like this primer. It didn't adversely work against me, I don't think. So let's try it again, especially because it is a hydrating one. It has been a minute since I sat down and chatted to you. I feel like that is the backbone of this vlog, and I didn't do it at all last week. I mean, basically I have all the same products that I took to my parents' house because it's easy and it's basically what I use every day anyway, so. Okay, I want to talk about this new book I'm reading because I'm absolutely obsessed. It's so cute. My friend Sanjana posted it on her Instagram stories last week, 2 weeks ago, and so I requested it on my library app, and I didn't think it was going to come through so soon, so I'm very excited. It is a engagement of convenience, fake engagement, fake dating. The two main characters, Megda is in Dallas. She's a teacher. She wants to be a playwright. She's still pining for her college love, who's a friend of hers. Can't remember the male main character's name, shocker. I feel like this was what happens when I listen to the audiobook. I just go la 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 and I don't remember anybody's names. The male main character is trying to appease his mom, and so he's letting her set him up with some potential arranged marriages, arranged suitors, but he doesn't have the heart to tell her that he doesn't want to get married. When Megda's parents say, hey, what do you think? She's like, yep, do it. Especially because the friend she's been pining for has just announced their engagement, and we'll see what happens. But they just have very different communication styles. Like, she's kind of mad at him right now because he was trying to make her feel better after something happened, and he had like a very jokey way of doing that, and she was like, what is going on with you? Like, are you trying to make light of this? Like, I'm upset. And he's like, in his head, he's like, I was just trying to make her feel better. I guess she didn't want to laugh. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with the writing style. I also really love this narrator. I believe she narrated the City of Brass series, which I adored. I loved her narration of that, so it's really fun to hear her do like a contemporary romance. And I'm really glad that I've been listening to audiobooks long enough now that I'm starting to like get in the groove of like, okay, I know I like this narrator. I'm going to like the way this book is narrated. I really love most of this palette, but sometimes when I want to do like a peachy or like bronzy kind of look, it doesn't have enough browns, and it's just such a big palette. I don't want to have two eyeshadow palettes in my thingy, but that's what blush and bronzer's for. But yeah, that is the new book I am reading, and I am obsessed. Yesterday I finished Kilt Trip, and I have some mixed feelings. Part of it is I think I am just in a really weird, not weird, like just in a personal space mentally where the amount of like personal trauma to romance ratio, I don't want it equal in the book. I don't, does that make sense? Like, in this book, the main character is still really processing the death of her mom from when she was a kid, and the way it affected her and her dad's relationship, and the way it affected her relationship with life. And that's, you know, that's a very traumatic thing, like to lose a parent as a kid, and then to kind of like lose a second parent because they check out of life. Then the secondary like other trauma, it is traumatic, of the male main character had to do with like abandonment from his family in a work setting. So like his family is still very present and he feels his family around him, but he just has like some personal issues and feelings towards his siblings and his dad for the way the business has sort of run, and like mistakes that really kind of came from him have been handled. Two people dealing with different styles of abandonment, different forms, I should say. Don't really know how that's going to translate to romantic relationships, and haven't really like done the work to make sure that it doesn't involve romantic relationships. And I don't know if it was just the way it was presented in this book in particular, or just sort of what's going on in my brain space, but I found it very difficult to connect to when that would come up. Because when the other plot lines were happening, like when they were falling in love and touring around Scotland and hanging out with his family, I was in it. and I found it very entertaining, and I really liked their banter with each other. I also need to do some personal research. I put a thing out on my Instagram stories, but I haven't heard anything back. I was hoping I'd have a couple friends that might have some knowledge. One of the, like, I don't want to call it a key piece, but it does come up pretty often in the story, is the tale of the Selkie, and like folk tales in general, that this guy has been told by his parents in Scotland, right? Tells her early on the story about Selkies. And Selkies are in Irish and Scottish folklore. So I know my like history of Selkies. And you know, I've been told a couple of stories that like center Selkies, right? But the way he talks about it is like the Selkie abandons the fisherman. And the way it was always presented to me, and the way it's kind of looked at in Irish folklore, is like these fishermen steal these Selkies from the sea. And then, so the main thing about a Selkie is they appear to be a seal, but that's like a skin they can shed, and underneath they're a woman. Fishermen would try to steal their skins and hide them so that they could then have these Selkies as wives. And he kind of, like, in the story that he ends up telling, he kind of gets there. He's like, yeah, and then she finds her skin. And I was like, yeah, because he hid it from her. But he has a much more like romantic way of looking at the Selkie. And I'm trying to figure out if that's like a Scottish difference, or if that's the author kind of being a little bit ignorant to this particular folklore history and trying to romanticize this story that's like about the ways humans trap others. Like that's kind of like the crux of it. So that was another thing. I was like, how much of this is just like a romanticized way of talking about Scotland and places around Scotland, as opposed to like really using it as like enhanced storytelling. So that was another thing that just sort of like bothered me. But overall, I really like the writing style. I'm really happy to be reading 2 contemporary romances back to back that have incredible banter. Like the banter in both of these books is just chef's kiss fantastic. And now I'm in Darkwater Daughter, which I absolutely adore, and I just started The Husbands, which is so much fun. Hello vlog, happy Wednesday. Let's catch up for a second, shall we? I didn't bring you at all to the Julie Soto event last night. We put up the clips that I did take, which are slim, and the photo that I took with Julie. So this was for the launch of Not Another Love Song. I'm really excited to read this. I think it's gonna be fabulous. I did get my book signed. That's what I'm trying to show you. Got my book signed, and it was cute. Allie Hazelwood was in conversation with her, and I met up with a bunch of my online friends in real life and saw a bunch of people that I see online all the time, which was pretty cool. It's the first event I've been to where I've seen more than one person that I know, which was really fun. Everybody was just chatting and happy to see each other and like talking about the book. So it got me really excited. I think that's going to be my read this weekend. I've got a lot of beach time coming up, which ties into the next thing I want to talk about. But yeah, overall, it was a great night. That's the update. I am glad I stopped filming last night when I did, though, because I was running so late. And if I had just kept talking, I wouldn't have gotten a seat. I was running like a solid 10 minutes behind, and I didn't even realize it. And so I finishing getting ready. And thank God. Let me clip this on. Hold on. I have some packages I want to open with you because I needed some bathing suits. Let's open this first because this is not a bathing suit. I think it's time I actually start taking care of my hair instead of sleeping in t-shirts when my hair is wet. Here she is bright pink, and I got a tie one so that it's fully customizable. I'll start using this tonight and see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to wear it every night. Definitely when I go to sleep with my hair wet, and if I'm trying to preserve curls and stuff like that. I think it's Yanni Best is the brand. And then we have 2 bathing suits. Now, I'm not going to try them on. I was very brave when I showed you the workout wear that I got that was already outside of my comfort zone for the like type and style of clothing that I put on the internet, but I certainly do not have the confidence to put on a bathing suit and show you. But we can look at them together and I'll let you know if I end up keeping them and if I end up wearing them to the beach. They're both by the brand Cupshe, which I like because they cater to large chests for a lot of their stuff. So this is the first one. Very cute. The color is red, but it definitely came off more fuchsia online, and I really love the color of this. I think it's going to be very cute. So it's got this like floral pattern. It's a lace-up little back. You can see. Very cute. High-waisted bottoms. Adorable. A little bit more neon, which I love. And it's got this little like embroidery kind of design on it, which is what really kind of drew me to it. So this one is also triangle design with double straps and then a little cutout in the back. I feel like I've only owned black swimsuits. I had a blue and white one piece that I really liked, but it was just getting very dingy. So I felt like I wanted to go a little outside my comfort zone. It's already outside my comfort zone to put on a bathing suit to begin with, but I felt like we really needed to go for it. So I'll try these on at some point today. And then I know I have a one piece in the mail. I think it's coming tomorrow. So we'll see how that one works out as well. Today is chill. Today's a chill day. I just need to like catch up on stuff on my computer, rest and relax. I feel like I've been so focused on getting house projects done and like going out to see my parents that I just need a day to like be internal. I just haven't been up to much, and I haven't been up to much that I wanted to film. But today has been chill. I have so much has been going on. And by so much, I mean nothing at all. I got a bug bite on my leg the other day and it is so itchy. And there's something about, I don't know if it's aging or this particular season or what, every single bug bite I've gotten since June has turned into a welt. And they are so itchy and nothing over the counter helps. So I took my little booty to urgent care and I said, I need prescription anti-itch cream, please. I'm literally, it's all I can think about. It is all consuming. It's so frustrating. So they were like, yeah, sure. Totally. It's definitely infected. And I was like, cool. They were like, it doesn't hurt. And I was like, no, I'm just really uncomfortable because I want to scratch it, but I know that it's going to get more infected if I do that. So they were like, okay, yeah, we're going to prescribe you the creams. So I'm waiting for those. I took a little stroll because I thought they would be ready before the pharmacy went on break. They weren't. But I did wear my little overalls. Not helpful. I wore my cutie little while I was out and I got some compliments on them, which made me really happy. I have an event tonight. I am trying to embrace not doing much to my hair because I just simply cannot sit under a blow dryer for an hour today. I can't do it. So I think I'm gonna post up and read for a little bit. I've gotten like most of my to-do list done that I feel like I can treat myself to that since I'll be like going this weekend. By going, I mean doing things. So I can't just have like a reading day this weekend. I did finish a book earlier today, which we could talk about, the Say You'll Be Mine by Naima Kumar. Overall, I liked it. It's one of the like better contemporary romances I read this year. I did say coming into this year I wasn't going to read contemporary romances, and I was right. Like, I have not been enjoying the contemporary romances that I've been reading unless they're by very specific authors. That's fine. Like, I'm just in a historical romance and a fantasy romance headspace, and that's what I'm gravitating towards. Those are the stories I'm more interested in reading. I was happy that it was on the like better end of contemporary. However, it really heavily relied on miscommunication, and I thought at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is kind of funny, like, and it lent itself to being kind of comedic in a way, like, oh, they don't understand each other's communication styles. Like, not only are they miscommunicating, they are not effectively communicating to each other because their communication styles are so different. Like they're literally reading each other's physical cues wrong. And I thought we were gonna have a cutie little moment where they address it. Like, when we were having this conversation, you made a face. And so I knew you blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, no, I was making a face about this thing. But that's not what happened. No. The miscommunication continued up until probably the last couple pages of the book. It was surprising. And it did make for a frustrating read. I don't love the miscommunication trope. When used well, can be fun. I like when it's used to drive the comedy. I don't necessarily love when it's used to drive like the wedge in the relationship. There was that, and then some of the subplots just got like really dragged out and not fleshed out enough for me. Like she was still kind of pining for her college boyfriend and he was using her. Her best friend is kind of going through stuff, but it didn't really feel like we got to dig into any of those. And because of that, because there were so many side things happening for both characters, it really left everything sort of a little bit flat. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Like right off the bat, like the first 5 to 10 chapters, I was in it. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm having a great time. I really love the audiobook narrator, which made it so much more enjoyable, I think. I definitely think that narrator made it the experience that it was. But now that I've gotten to the end, it's just fine. It was just a fine read. I'm having a great time reading The Husbands. It is fabulous. I had a little itty bitty photo shoot in my kitchen last night. I've been feeling really inspired to take more photos lately. Like I'm 4 weeks into vlogging as of when I'm recording this, and like consistently uploading, which feels really great. That now I'm like, okay, what else like creatively am I wanting to do? And I'm really wanting to do more photos and do some different styles of editing on the photos, like drawing on them, making them a little bit more scrapbooky. And it was the most low effort, or one of, I don't know if it's the most low effort, but it's one of the most low effort photo shoots I've done. I didn't do my hair, I didn't do my makeup, I did all the poses in a way where you could barely see my face or didn't see my face at all. Just made me think like, hey, where else like could I have these mini little like quick photo shoots, or like how else could I do them in my kitchen? Because I do really I love my kitchen, and Alexa just did a couple more like design things on our windowsill, which I love, and I think it just lends itself to photographing really well. Oh, my hair actually doesn't look that bad when I pull it out of the braid. So what I'm just gonna do is throw a couple heated curls in and touch up the front so that it looks a little bit more together. I think we're probably gonna go for a side part today. This is the top I'm wearing. So I'm just gonna go, because I can kind of see like this top layer here. There are pieces that just didn't do anything. They're just frizz. Hello? So I'm just gonna kind of assess layer by layer. Now my hair has been drying since 10:30, 11-ish this morning. It's still wet, like under here. That's why I've been blow drying my hair. It's like this, like these guys have sort of a pattern to them, but this guy's just a little too frizzy, so just sort of, oh, I'm caught on something. Ooh, the joys of a bathroom, not built for girls. I've also really stopped caring like if I'm gonna be wearing my hair down, even if I'm gonna be wearing my hair up, especially if I'm gonna be wearing my hair up, about this bottom layer, because it just gets covered. It just gets covered by everything. So I've been reading The Husbands and I'm obsessed. I was like getting into a really good groove that I was like, oh man, I kind of wish I wasn't leaving tonight. It would have been nice to just read up until Love Island. I don't think I've talked about it, so let's give it a little chat. The premise is this girl, Lauren, lives in London, and she is coming back from the hen party, or as we call it here in the States, the bachelorette, for her friend. She walks in the front door and is greeted by a man. and she lives alone and is single. So obviously she freaks out, and he's like, I'm your husband. And she starts to notice some differences in her apartment, and she finds him in her phone and is scrolling back through messages with her family. She has now been sort of dropped into this alternate life, and she quickly figures out that if her husband goes up into the attic, a new husband will emerge. So thus begins Lauren's tumultuous journey, living with people she doesn't know, but to them, she does. Her life keeps changing, but the timeline moves forward. So there are some timelines where her sister didn't get married. Those changes keep happening, but as far as like where she is on the day it starts, the days keep moving forward. It is so fascinating, and I'm not normally drawn into a contemporary, like Groundhog Day-esque book. Something about the writing style in this one, I also think definitely the premise of this one is really engaging. I'm loving the writing style. You just end up curious, like, how did this happen to her? Like, are there any other people that are affected by this? Like, are the husbands stuck in a loop? It's been a really entertaining read. Like, I'm absolutely loving it. It's a book I've really been focusing on reading this week. I'm just over halfway through, and I'm really quite enjoying it. And I'm trying to decide what audiobook to pick up next. I think I'm gonna take a look through Libro, just because I have a bunch of books from their influencer program that I have not read or paid attention to. So I feel like I need to give that some time while I wait for some holds to come through on Libby. Rest for a second, because I actually cleared my shelf for the first time in what feels like forever. Okay, it's looking good. Yeah, like wavy, fun summer, just sort of like. So this event I'm going to tonight is a like pre-launch kind of what's it called? I don't remember how they've titled it. It's with William and Morrow, and we're getting to see 3 authors who have books coming out in 2025. And it's from their adult imprints. That'll be kind of interesting. I feel like I never really go to, because most of the time the like here's what's coming out in like the following season, stuff is usually virtual, at least for the programs that I'm in, so I normally can't make them just because of work. And I've been to a couple events over the last year that kind of like highlight books that aren't coming out for a while. Yeah, I haven't been preview, that's the word I'm looking for. I haven't been to like a preview event, really. It's usually like a launch. Let's get dressed, throw some makeup on, and then it'll probably be close to time to go. Mostly, I'm gonna do eyes, touch up my concealer and blush. And that's it. I have gotten very comfortable doing my wings with a kohl pencil that it is easy for me to just like whack it on. I wanna change up the palettes. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 palette. Yes. Days like this when I just wanna whack a kind of neutral color in my eye that's gonna give me some definition and make it look like I tried. The greatest gift being a makeup artist has been learning how to do makeup in a way that makes it look like you put in more effort than you did. Now, because I've been having issues with my eyes, I'm going to pause the Essence mascara for tonight. I'm going to go in with Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. Hello. I am getting ready for today. We have a fun weekend ahead of us. I'm spending this evening with my friend Brenna and then crashing at her place. Tomorrow we're doing birthday celebrations for my friend Julie, and then Sunday potentially is a New York beach day. So packing an overnight bag, a beach bag, and just getting ready for a cute little weekend. The natural hair, it preserved pretty well, so what I like to do, instead of like fully re-wetting it or thinking I'm gonna have to like recurl it, I take this wide tooth comb that I have. I forget what brand it is. I think it's the same brand as this. I think it's Diane. I'm sure it said it on there at some point. But I believe these two are the same brand, and this is Diane. What I'll do is I'll run this under my sink so that the comb is wet, and I'll just really lightly, very, very lightly brush. So I want to get the knots out, but I want the water to reactivate what is going on. Usually day 2 after I've done heat styling, I like how my hair reacts to that. I'll make sure I get those ends. Okay, happy with that. So I'm gonna set this aside because I want to dry this off and pack it. Just because she's looking a little fluffy and I don't want to put oil in her yet. I'd really like to hold off until tomorrow or Sunday. I'm just gonna take water on my hands, run it over my hair. And then I'll kind of scrunch it up a little bit to bring some body back in. Okay, I'll just let it do its thing on its own for the next couple hours. And then when we're getting ready to go out, I'll sort of assess the bang area because I have a feeling that'll probably be the only part I need to touch up. If I wanted to, which I actually might not be a bad idea. I could get this whole section, take out this long piece. I could just take my bangs and like really wet them down. And then this will give them a chance to restructure today. My white bow clip bit the dust like 30 minutes ago. It fell from where I keep these and shattered on the ground. I don't even know where the spring is. Like I can't find it. So I'm sure that'll pop up in a couple days. Hey, there she is. I'm just gonna let her live her life. Let's get skincare on. I just hopped out of the shower. So we are fresh-faced in need of some help. We're doing Kiehl's eye cream. I really would like to find my Visine today because my eye acted up again last night. So I don't know if it's like seasonal allergies, that there's something just out in the world that's bugging my eye, but it's always this eye, and it's like right in the bottom left corner. And it's been pretty consistent the last week or so, like flaring up at the end of the day. And then we're gonna go in with the Dew Instant Angel as my day cream today because this will be great underneath makeup later. And I can feel my skin is very dry. The constant air-conditioned air is really getting to her. However, she also doesn't like humidity, so we're really going through it. But most of my active breakouts are on the way out. It definitely seems like there's still stuff in some of the things going on here, but I'm giving them a chance to heal and see what they want to do. I'm hoping I don't have like a big flare up again in a couple weeks. We're just sort of monitoring everything. I added two new products into my routine this week. I tried out the Skin Fix Acne Plus Adapinoid gel for acne prone skin. This came with that Skin Fix thing. I got the BHA cleanser, the moisturizer, and then this came with it. But I wanted to give everything a second to like chill before I added this in. And my skin hasn't acted adversely to it, and I actually like how my skin looks after I've used it. So I'm gonna bring this with me to use tonight. And then I got a sample thing of Summer Fridays products. One was the jet lag mask in like a mini size, which is great. And then this is the Cloud Dew Gel Cream Moisturizer, which I've been wanting to try. And I do really like how this reacts on my skin. So again, I'm gonna bring this probably to use tonight. We're only going away for one night, so I don't wanna bring too much. But we're gonna go ahead and pack the eye cream. And then we've got the acne treatment, and this is my night cream. Now I could use that as my day cream too, but because it's so small and I don't know how much is in it, I'm actually gonna bring a different Skin Fix moisturizer. This is a like sister to the Trio that I got, and I'm interested in this moisturizer because it's not the gel consistency that the other one was. This is the triple lipid peptide cream. So we're gonna bring this. I make sure that it doesn't have any like barriers on it. I like the consistency. I don't like the smell, which is really upsetting. So I feel like I probably won't be investing in a full size of this because like that's a pretty big sensory thing. And I love my skincare routines. Like I love how relaxing and transformative they feel. So if every area of the scents, like the feel of them, the smell of them, how they apply isn't working, if one of those things is off, it's just not worth it. That's why I like to try things in travel sizes before investing in full-size products. Makeup remover. I'm gonna do a double cleanse tonight, so I'll bring this, and then instead of bringing my pre-cleanse, I'm only going to bring the special cleansing gel. I'm not gonna need to wash my hair, so that's great. Okay, last few things is the Dew Deliverance Serum. So that's coming with us. We've got the Necessaire body lotion for tomorrow. I'm bringing the Summer Fridays shade drops because I think we're gonna be spending most of the day outside. So my Summer Fridays lip balm. I like to have these in like every possible place. So like I like them with my toiletry stuff. I like them in my purse. I think at this point, I think I have two. I have one backup one, I know. So there's 3 in my house, right? Like I love these balms so much. I specifically only buy vanilla because I like that it's clear. And I just like how it makes my lips feel. Speaking of which, I need to put this on. I'm gonna bring a hair oil for tomorrow just in case, because I made that mistake when I went home and I didn't have a hair oil and I needed it. And then last 2 things, nail file, I always have a nail file with me. And then packing the hairband in the toiletry bag this time because we have room. And I'm also throwing in an extra scrunchie. I brush my teeth and then should be ready to go.
When you set sail for a relaxing weekend getaway on a small sailing boat with some close friends.
Hello vlog. It is Sunday and we are off to the beach. We've had a very fun weekend that I really haven't filmed much of. I have 2 books in my bag. And we're gonna do it. I have been toying with the idea of doing like 30 things to do before I turn 30 because we're almost 4 months out, and I think this marks the first thing. I've never been to Rockaway. I've been wanting to go to Rockaway. I have lived in this city for 3 years, and the only time I went to a New York beach was when I was in high school and had friends who lived in New York. So I think we are officially on the 30 things to do before I turn 30 countdown. Okay, I'm gonna focus on getting to the subway and then probably see you at the beach.